Postgame Live, presented by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois.
And Iglesias finishing.
Deep drive, yeah! We're gonna finish! It's over! Cubs win! Cubs win! David Bodie again!
Kid has a knack. Making a habit of this.
Making a habit is right, JD. This kid is unbelievable. David Bodie walks off for the Cubs, and they win it. 3-2 your final, 3-7-1. A whole lot better than 2-4-0. 74-53, 21 above the break-even mark. Reds fall to 56-73. It's Jesse Chavez, his fourth win of the season against 2 defeats. Raisel Iglesias, their ace closer, takes the loss. He's 2-2. Hello, welcome in to Cubs Postgame Live, presented by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois, along with Zeus and Dougie Fresh. I'm Sparkles. Hey, that was a fun thing today, man.
Oh, yeah. I liked it.
That's a great idea. Really, I love it because that's how players know each other.
Right.
It's really how you talk in the locker room. I mean, I don't know half the guys' full names at this point, the guys I played with. I mean, it was like, I remember the trainer one year, Jeff Cooper. I was like, what's your first name? I called him Coop for like 6 years. You know?
Right.
So it's a lot of fun, though.
And you get to see their style too. You get to, show off your cleats, just little pieces of things that you won't know as a fan. You get to see that little style, and you get to bid on some stuff later. Some guys are sending it to charity, so it's a good job with baseball.
Would you guys be in favor of it for all 162 or just special occasions?
I'm gonna go every day. I would love to just show my little flair of the game, and I like that little. I had a little Javi in me.
Puerto Rican flair.
Like, a little Javi in me, so I'm gonna throw it out there. But I would like to see it more implemented. Just not.
How about
just
you?
I wouldn't say 162 because I looked. I said, well, I don't even recognize someone. Who are these guys? But I do think it's important that you could always showcase that other side, and maybe you can weave it into other ways because it's really popular and it's just nice to see the players like, it's almost taking you back to Little League where, guys had nicknames for you. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I remember doing a basketball game, and I went up to the coach. I said, we don't have any notes from your school here. Can you tell me who your roster is? He goes, yeah, no problem. He goes, Bootsy starting at point guard and Shorty's at the two. I'm like, I need their names. It's like, I don't even know them.
I recruited him, and I don't know.
I can't remember. No. All right, let's start with the highlights because this was a fun one. It was a really well-pitched game today. Alec Mills' Major League starting debut. He did make a relief appearance about a month ago. And in the second inning, he gives up a home run here to Mason Williams, who gets one up and gets one out. Actually, they ended up reviewing this, and then it becomes a double. I thought it was a homer.
Yeah.
We argued about it in the green room, and then they eventually gave him a home run and then took it away.
I mean, have you ever seen something like this? I've never seen a ball hit that post there and pop straight up and come back onto the field. It's pretty cool. And what is Almora trying to do, rob that thing? I mean, that's a tough rob.
Yeah, I think he wasn't sure. Like, the worst thing is that it hits the angle of the base of the basket and then hits you in the face.
Yeah, exactly.
So, but, it was a pretty good pitch, actually. It wasn't a bad pitch.
So you see the umpires then take the homer away. Boom. It's a double. But the Reds would be able to get the job done and get a run home because the next batter is Phillip Ervin, who has had big days at Wrigley before. And that ball was smoked. And it ends up right in the gap, off the vines. That will bring home a run, and the Reds had a 1-0 lead. That ball, he hit it where no one was, but it was hung up.
Yeah, I like his swing. I think he's got a little bit of Justin Upton kind of thing going on there. But it seems like he understands how to use the whole field. And once again, a guy who has a pretty good approach of, he gets a base hit to right earlier in the series. He understands that you get a hanger that, sits out in the middle of the plate. He knew exactly how to capitalize on it.
But other than that, Alec Mills was really, really good today. He was real good with his elevated fastball. We go to the 6th inning, and the Cubs are still trailing 1-0 when Daniel Murphy delivers just what he does, a professional hitter. He gets the base hit, but Wilson Contreras is held to third. Great job of hitting by Murphy, and then Javi Baez lines one into right field. That will score 1, but they end up holding Albert Almora, which was probably a good decision because that throw would have...
That guy came in throw it hot, right?
He came in hot. Yeah. And then Anthony Rizzo fouled the pitch off that was way off the plate and and hit into a double play. He's called safe here. They are going to review this. It certainly looks like it's off, but he might have gotten back with the toe.
Should have been.
Who knows? That's a close call.
Very close call. And they end up reviewing it. Anthony is out. It's a double play, and the inning is over. So a big threat goes by the board. We move to the bottom of the 8th inning. Daniel Murphy had 2 hits in each of the first 2 games. Daniel Murphy up, Daniel Murphy out, way out, deep into the seats in right field. And the Cubs have a 2-1 lead, and you can see how fired up he is.
There's nothing bigger than hitting a home run that gives your team the lead when you just come over, get traded to a new team. I remember in 2013, I hit a big home run in a situation like that. We were playing the Orioles, a big game, and it just lifts you up. You want to just start going crazy, but he handles his emotions well, but he did give that little, like, yeah, you know, around first base there. So, I mean, this guy breaks. All he does is break 2 hits a game. I mean, this is what he is, right?
Yeah. 3 games, 6 hits. Now we go to the top of the 9th. Reds won't go away. Eugenio Suarez, and that's a spinner. That ball just hung up right in the zone. His 29th of the year, and we are tied at 2. Strop actually was very good in the 9th after this pitch, but look at that ball Doug hang.
Well, he tried to quick pitch him. You know, he was looking for the element of surprise, and Suarez was absolutely ready for it. He tried to get that in, and it just hung up just enough and flattened out right into the hitting zone.
All right, now let's look at our Gerber Collision and Glass play of the game. And once again, it was the Boatman, the Boat Show, David Bodie. And the crack of the bat was so electric in the green room. We're watching it, and bam! And he knows it right away. And when you get the other angle, he gave a good little bat flip. It wasn't as dramatic as the Grand Slam, because he took some heat for that from some people. But he gives you a nice little toss of the bat here. He knows he got it. You'll see it right here. Bingo. See
There it is. Nice, nice.
Loved it.
And it's a walk-off, you know, you celebrate.
Yeah.
You know, it's a big home run. I mean, that was a laser, too, with distance.
He got it to Waveland Avenue.
Yeah, watch out over there.
You know what I like about, he talked about keeping his head down after the game. And when you keep your head down, you get that little more extension through the baseball, because when you pull your head away from the ball, it takes your front shoulder with you. So he talks about keeping that head down and getting that, being able to keep that bat through the zone and keep it fair, and that's why this kid's getting better. His mechanics are there, and he's a guy that keeps working and working at his craft, and that's what I like to see about him.
I got to ask you guys a question. When you score a game-winning run like that, I mean, guys get pounded on. What is that like?
Well, in Philly, they call it the beat down. So, I mean, that tells you what you need to know. They're trying to rip your jersey off. They're just literally pounding on your back. And we were wondering if it was coffee that, you know, it was like I was like, they're escalating this thing right now. So, I mean, when it's, you know, you don't feel a thing. You're just on cloud 9. So I'm more upset with the shaving cream for the pie. That's bad for my allergies. So meringue, if you're going to do the pie thing, make sure it's like a fruit-based type of pie.
Right, like lemon meringue.
That's good. Shaving cream, no. We're not good.
No, it's fun.
Not good.
Yeah.
All right, let's look at our UPS store taking care of business player of the game. We're going to give it to Alec Mills, Millsy as they call him. Just up from Iowa, making a spot start, first start of his career, and he threw a gem. Allowed just 1 earned run in 5 2/3 innings, and he struck out 8 batters. Doug, we were really impressed right there. The elevated 2-seamer, he did a really nice job with that.
Yeah, he stayed really out of the middle of the plate. That was the key. When he elevated, it was with purpose, and he stayed down generally well, and he had that sweeping kind of frisbee slider that the Reds couldn't make adjustments to. There was a lot of, you know, positives to build off of this guy. And I remember in the first inning, there was a fan over the dugout kind of yelling at him like, "AAA, you know, what are you doing?" You know, because he had an early struggle. But the adjustments he made after that were really fantastic.
It was really good to see, and that's exactly what the Cubs needed. Now for our BioFreeze pitching recap. Official external pain relief of the Chicago Cubs. Matt Harvey, just as good for the Reds this afternoon. He didn't know if he was going to start because he'd been claimed on waivers. Trade did not go through. He did start. He lasted 5 1/3, 5 hits, 1 earned run, struck out 6. So a solid start for Harvey. And again, Millsy is our player of the game. 5 2/3, a 3-hit, 1 earned baseball, 8 Ks, 1 walk, pitch count 84 and 58 per strike. Real solid ratio. Time to hear from manager Joe Madden. Brought to you by Comcast Business, built for business. Joe?
matchup against a guy you didn't know what to expect from him, and that guy that was almost traded before the meeting.
He was really good. He had everything going. I mean, it started out that two pitches, the ball that Williams hit, obviously, then Urban was hanging curveball. Other than that, he didn't make any mistakes. The fastball had good life coming back. The changeup was a real pertinent pitch for him, and he threw some good hooks. Was not emotionally affected. He was good. He was good the whole time. Gets our first hit. Really an outstanding performance by him, and then obviously needed that to utilize the bullpen the way we did in the latter part of the game. Even though we used a lot of guys, numbers of pitches thrown are pretty minimal, so I think they're all going to be in pretty good shape tomorrow, and Alec permitted that to happen. He was good. He was really good. You know, we've seen him continually get better since he's been over here, spotting up his slider, fastball where he wanted to, change up a very good pitch. But the thing that I noticed, I thought I did, was 3-2 count, he threw a strike almost every time. So he was not like wild. If he was missing to get to a 3-2 count, it's because he was choosing to make pitches. When he got to 3-2, it was a strike almost every time, I thought. So it was an outstanding performance by him, too.
Bodie, this could be a habit forming with David Bodie.
Yeah, this is one of those habitual things we'll take. Wow. Didn't miss it. The thing is, when a pitcher makes a mistake like that, you don't take it, you don't foul it off, you just can't miss it. And it was a hanger, and he didn't miss it, just like Suarez did to us. You know, that was the same thing. But backtracking even further, how about Daniel's home run to put us on top? Professional hitter there, man. And again, he did not miss his pitch when he saw it. So the game was decided by the long ball towards the end. Really good game, I thought. Overall, I thought it was a really good game. I also thought I liked the way Contreras swung the bat better tonight. I know you just had one hit or this afternoon, but I liked his approach a lot better today. I thought that was really good. So that's something I think to look forward to also.
The ball that hit the Reds, the ball that hit the...
All right, there you go. Twitter is just blowing up. David Bodie is reaching legendary status. People are going, can he get his number retired?
Hey, relax.
How many followers does he have now?
It's fun to watch this guy play right now. It's picking it at third base, smooth at third, and when you need a timely hit, when he steps into the box, he's a guy that you rely on now. And it's great to see these young guys coming up, making their mark in the big leagues. And his name is one of the names for the Rookie of the Year right now. You're throwing it out there. You're like, hey, he could be, what he's done right now has impacted his team.
Big time. We'll see. All right, we'll take a timeout. Time for a break on Cubs Postgame Live, presented by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois. Coming up, we'll try to answer the million-dollar question. Can Javi tag Javi? We'll be right back.
Cubs Postgame Live is presented by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois. Through it all.
We've come so far. I guess I'm proud. And I ain't worried about the wrinkles around my smile. I got some scars. I've been around. I felt some pain. I've seen some things, but I'm here now. Those good old days.
I wish somebody would have told me, babe. Someday these will be the good old days.
Chicago, you've got great taste. Thanks for making us your #1 beer. Miller Lite. Hold true.
Nice choices. You see, now Verizon lets you mix and match your family unlimited plans like you mix and match your flavors, so you get what you want without paying for things you don't.
Number 6?
I know. Where do I put it? In my belly.
One family, different unlimited plans, starting at $40 per line on the network you deserve.
Blue is 100+ majors, from education to aviation. An honors program that takes you around the world and leads to innovative research and Fulbright scholars. Blue is top 5 in the nation for community service 5 years in a row. Blue is students from all 50 states and 70 countries. Blue is 150 years, 100,000 alumni, one strong Sycamore community. Blue is Indiana State University. There's more to Blue.
Hey, it's me, baseball. I'm going to be playing all over the place this summer, but there is one place you can catch me all season on ESPN. Catch the best night of me, baseball, all season on ESPN.
You could win a VIP trip to the National Baseball Hall of Fame in Cooperstown. Enter today at HallOfFameSweeps.com. McAfee, the device-to-cloud cybersecurity company.
Hi there, I'm Bob Eubanks. And if you're struggling with an IRS tax debt of $10,000 or more, I want you to call my friends at the Tax Defense Group. They recently turned a client's $100,000 tax debt into a refund. You gotta love that. So call the Tax Defense Group now. They'll give you a 100% satisfaction guarantee, and they're open 24 hours a day because tax debt doesn't sleep either.
Call 800-988-1369. That's 800-988-1369.
Cubs fans, show your team pride with Cubs checking and an official Cubs MasterCard debit card. I've got one, only available at your local Wintrust community bank. Go to wintrust.com/Cubs to learn more. Member FDIC. All right, welcome back to Cubs Postgame Live, presented by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois with Zeus and Dougie Fresh. I'm Captain Cryo. All right, time for our Jim Beam winning box score. And this one, as Marty Brenneman would say, belongs to the Cubs. Murph, 2 more knocks. His 7th home run of the season. He knocked in an RBI. El Mago 1 for 3 with another RBI. He's got 94. Tony Rizzo 0 for 3 with a walk. Zorilla 0 for 3 with a walk. Schwarb's 0 for 4. He has got to get going. He's struggling big time. Happ 0 for 4. Willie the Beast had a knock. Millsy had a base hit. How about that? Yeah. And Albert Almora had a base hit. David Bodie had the walk-off home run, his 5th of the season. Time for our James & Sons Fine Jewelers Field and Gem, and it comes courtesy of El Mago. In the 6th, Jose Peraza with a grounder to short. Baez has to hurry because Peraza can scoop. Sets his feet, makes a strong throw to first to get the out. That is a cannon shot.
That's a pretty routine play, but he learned his lesson from last night. He Cadillaced it a little bit, and Peraza beat it out. So today he came up with the hose, and that thing is fired over there. Man, that guy has a rocket.
Rizzo's hand has got to be sore after.
Well, I think of Sean Dunston throwing the ball to Grace. And
Grace used to say.
He's again a catching position. He was like, oh my goodness. I mean, Dunston threw it like 100 miles an hour. Grace, his eyes were like saucers.
Right. Grace said, my hand was killing me by the end of the game. Baez is known for the swim move, slide. He's also perfected the art of the tag. So could Javi tag out Javi? Check out this video the Cubs put together.
Do you think you could ever tag yourself? Could Javi tag Javi?
Can Javi tag Javi? Ooh.
Javi takes his lead off first. Now Baez cheating toward the bag at second. There he goes. Here's the throw. He's out at second. A laser-like tag by Baez. But Baez thinks he got in. Joe might want to take a look at this one.
Yeah, the throw beat him, but it looked like he tried to dance around the tag, and he does a little swim move here. And the left hand takes it away, reaches around the back corner.
I don't know, man.
Pretty good. Did Javi tag Javi out?
I don't think so, because Javi doesn't tags and doesn't look. Where the other Javi, he's going to let that there, pull it back, and go around the side. So
pretty good.
It's a great commercial.
Nobody did that when you guys were playing, though. You didn't see these swim moves.
No, well, the first you're going head first a lot, and I did a lot of pop-up slides, and that's a tough slide now with replay, because if you pop up short of the bag, then you're out on replay. So
correct.
These guys are going in, especially at home, because the catcher gives you the lane. It's been the most effective way to get to the plate. So, but I always thought of it as risky, right? Injuries, a lot of thumbs, and so. But the trade-off is you see these swim moves, and Baez is a master at it.
Unbelievable. All right, still to come. We'll look back at both guys' keys to the game. We'll preview tomorrow's pitching matchup for Game 3 of this 4-game weekend set. We'll be right back. Cubs Postgame Live, presented by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois.
Does your small business internet provider promise a lot? Let's see who delivers more. Comcast Business gives you gig speed in more places. The others don't. We offer up to 6 hours of 4G wireless network backup. Everyone else? No way. We let calls from any of your devices come from your business number. Them, not so much. We let you keep an eye on your business from anywhere. The others? Nope. Get 75 megabits per second internet for $49.95 per month for 2 years when you get 2 voice mobility lines. Call or go online today.
Wandering through secret hills and telling stories round the grill. From lazing out on peaceful docks to raging to a band that rocks. You never know just where in life Corona cans might take you now. Food truck food on city nights with neon burning bright. Digging for Corona cans in coolers full of ice. Never-ending summer nights with cold cans of Corona Light. You never know just where in life Corona cans might take you now.
Found something that you gotta see.
What have you got?
There's something different about his agenda. They have cells in France, Yemen, Syria. You need to see what it is that's motivating him.
Some people got the real problem. Some people out of love. I'm only human after all.
We have to chase this down. And I'm the best chance you have.
Don't put blame on me.
Now at Menards, save big money on your next project with 11% off everything. Secure your home with Dexter by Schlage. These keyless entry combo packs come in a nickel or bronze finish. Your choice, $70.31 after sale price and 11% off. Menards has the blocks you need. 12-inch smooth patio blocks come in 2 colors, 88 cents each after sale price and 11% off. Stop waiting and start saving with 11% off everything. Now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
When my hair gets too long, I lose my edge. But when my cut's right, I'm right. I'm back to being me. My dimples activate. My cleft chin becomes cleftier. I get a twinkle on my tooth. And I speak fluent French. Garbage. Chaise lounge. Mayonnaise.
Au revoir. Get in, get out, back to greatness. Download the online check-in app. Great clips. It's gonna be great.
This isn't a commercial. We're not trying to sell you anything. It's actually far more important. Deaths on Illinois roadways due to drunk or buzzed drivers are on the rise. That means everyone you know, including yourself, are at risk. And it's up to you to choose life or death.
All right, our 4 seasons heating, air conditioning, and plumbing. Who's hot and who's not versus Luis Castillo tomorrow, starter for the Reds this season. Who's hot? How about Schwartz? 2 for 4, home run, double, and 3 walks. Who's not? Tony Rizzo, 1 for 11 in 091 with 3 strikeouts. All right, welcome back here on our post-game show, brought to you by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois with Doug and David. I'm David Kaplan. That's just a fun win, but we've seen these fun wins, and it hasn't led to anything. So is this a jumping-off point, or no, just another win?
I mean, I just look at the wins they keep racking up, and yes, 1-0, but it's still a W, and they find very many different ways to execute. So that is really important, the fact that they're outscoring the other team, and they're doing it a lot of different ways, and they all count. And because once you get to the postseason, it's a different season anyway, and just getting there. So they're accomplishing their goal in that regard.
Happy birthday, kid!
Oh, hey,
yeah.
Happy birthday!
Oh,
look at this! Look at this!
Oh, wait.
Put it right in here.
There should be only 30 candles on there, okay?
Yeah, exactly.
We got to be careful because the last time we brought a cake out for Kendall Gill, Shanowski had to catch it as it fell off.
Yeah, it fell.
Wow. So
look at this.
I remember that.
Learned. We took it off the
Shanowski
tray.
made a hell of a play.
Yeah, that was unbelievable.
Remember
catch.
that?
That was an unbelievable catch.
All right, well, that's
Make a World Series wish now.
All right, World Series wish.
Nice.
Hey,
right.
hey,
Happy birthday.
Follow through.
You do not look 48 years old. I can't believe it.
No.
38.
38. Hey.
Well, tomorrow.
Thanks,
good night.
Luke.
Thanks,
appreciate
Luke.
it, guys.
Good job.
There you go. Happy birthday to you.
Perhaps
Nice.
got you
Appreciate
a
it.
piece of that cake.
Hey, no shot. Hashtag.
No shot. All right, let's look back at David and Doug's keys to the pregame show sponsored by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois. First one is the Billy Goat.
He was Billy Hamilton was coming into the game hitting .481 against the Cubs. Wow. So 0 for 4 today, kept him off the bases. That was huge. Alex Mills did a great, and the bullpen did a great job keeping off the bases.
Yeah, getting on the board earlier. Now, although the Cubs didn't accomplish that, the Reds got that early start, and that's what kept this game close all the way through. So it came down to the back end, and the GOAT became the boat, and the boat delivered. So
nice.
Absolutely.
Nice.
All right, you guys have a great weekend.
Yeah, man.
See you guys soon. Happy birthday.
All right, man.
Nice.
All right, there you go. Thank you for watching Cubs Postgame Live, presented by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois. We will see you Monday, Cubs and Mets, right here on NBC Sports Chicago. I'll see you for Sports Talk Live. And don't forget, check out The Rush coming up with Luke Stuckmeyer. See ya.
So, thought you could use something special, you know, for retirement. One last trip through the toy store.
Funny, after all we've been through, this may be my first case of the nerves.
Oh, relax, Agent. I've kept you healthy this long.
Yes, you have.